Tonight, from Seattle, Washington, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. As we'll see Jordan Love and the Seattle Seahawks versus Tom Brady and the Las Vegas Raiders.
We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at Lumen Field here in the Soto District of Seattle. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Seattle Seahawks. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Seahawks team as they get ready here. And I don't think from what we saw down on the field before the game, there's any doubt they're ready to roll.
They pass the eye test, don't they? This team looks fired up and ready to play.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Raiders, an early season tilt. And when it's an early season tilt, should be ready to roll.
Well, let's face it, the aches and pains haven't really set in yet. And both teams eyeing a really good start to get things going.
And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now, penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
First and 10, here's Brady. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown.
Complete.
The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 18-yard line.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
A gain of 14. And the Las Vegas.
From the gun, it's Brady. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 14 for the second play in a row.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
A big play that time for the Raiders. 45 yards.
I think we already know that this guy's going to be ready when they ring the bell for week 1. That play, almost routine for him, but still nice to know that he's still got it.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Now Brady again. This is caught. Gronkowski.
Brady.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Touchdown.
A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on first and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Danny Amendola on the return. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The Seahawks take over.
So here come the Seahawks now for their first drive. They will be led out by a first-round draft pick back in April in his rookie season. Here's Jordan Love.
And what I enjoyed in preparing for this game was talking not just with the coaching staff, but with him as well. And I found it interesting that the coaching staff sees him one way, and he sees himself an entirely different way.
Yeah, one thing he said he's always working on. We know he's not bad at this, but his footwork, always wants to improve that, and that's something he's going to focus on here.
And what was so funny, what the offensive coordinator say right off the top, he's got great footwork. Love his footwork. So this guy is never satisfied.
On second down, Love once more. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
He's brought down.
The big man, Tyson Alualu, there to make the tackle.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to small up the ball carrier.
That's good.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory.
Ball carrier.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Now the second down throw on target. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Now Saquon Barkley. There to make the tackle, Khalil Mack. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
4-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
They'll say no to the 46-yard field goal try. They're going to go for it. They'll run with Barkley. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. Saquon Barkley denied on 4th down. And the Raider D, they get the football back. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Well, I guess they wanted to get that touchdown right back on their first drive, but failed to do so.
And what they have to be careful of is pushing so hard to stay right there, to stay even with their opponent, that they gas themselves out. You know, it's almost like horse racing. Sometimes you don't want to take your horse right to the front and let them do all the work and then someone catch them at the end and pass them up. You want to make sure you moderate what you're doing along the way and then go for the big finish.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Another try after the first down sack. Brady throwing the out route incomplete. It's Brown. Now Brown, oh, he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up.
Brady's pass complete. A fumble on the
No coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turnover, but if there's ever a good time to do it,
Preseason.
yeah, right now. You know that come regular season, he's going to be ready to go, and maybe he'll remember, yeah, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the games to count.
Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Raiders 7, Seahawks nothing.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the
Now a man back from a serious knee injury. It's Lamar Miller. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 18.
Now the third-year man from San Diego State, Rashad Penny. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
He's brought
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Pickup at 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll run with Penny here out of the shotgun. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They had the great starting field position, now facing 3rd down. And here comes throw #1 for the backup QB. The Raider defense strong on that one in coverage, and now it's 4th.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
They'll try the field goal now with Graham Gano.
Field goal, a 29-yard attempt.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
Seahawks 3.
So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points. Not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over. This defense is really floating around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Intended for Zach Ertz. Incomplete.
Now Heineke. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Trent Murphy, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. Well, they went with a nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down, you bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
On fourth down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. Adam Humphries deep to return. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And it'll be Seahawks football, 1st and 10. Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Operating from the gun, Walker, and his pass incomplete. Van Jefferson, the rookie wideout, the intended target, and it's 3rd and 5.
A.J. Boye on the coverage.
From the gun, Walker, slot, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Khalil Mack in there to drop him for a loss on the play. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
And here's Hoffrichter now, the punter, as he sends this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Mark Ingram now gears up to help lead this offense back out there. He only has a single solo carry, 1. Numero uno, 2nd quarter. They need to get in the ball more, don't they?
I'm not the greatest statistician in the world.
Yeah, you are.
But a back like that with only 1 carry kind of takes me back to college in the classroom. Not enough evidence to declare what you should do the rest of the game. Give him the ball some more and find out.
Will they incorporate him? We'll find out. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Receiver, the ball carrier. Vernon Hargraves on the tackle. A 7-yard pickup. Brings
on 2nd down, Ingram.
At the 47-yard line.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
He's tackled.
All right, I've got to be careful here. All right, he's on the plus side of 30. There may be a little gray in the beard, but that's not slowing down his speed as far as he's concerned.
What he's saying, I'm on the plus side of 30.
Well, if you're on the plus side of 30, you don't know what I'm on the plus side of. All I know is that run right there, let us know there's still some life in those legs.
Absolutely, still got a lot of life left in those legs. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. And this one's incomplete. He was looking for Mark Ingram there. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
A throw over the middle, taken in. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
This will be caught at about the 6. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a 1st down. They'll run here with Ingram. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about.
Holding offense.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Back to throw again. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line.
Tyler Heineke's sacked.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. He can run, and he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A 5-yard touchdown run, and the Raiders add on to their lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Gold to add the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Here's Walker. And the Raiders have got him. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Sterling Hoffrichter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Here comes Carter. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. And time now for the Seahawks defense to take their spots again on the field. And they have been disruptive in the backfield. How often when we see this, as we look at some of these highlights, is it just better players getting in there versus scheme that is defeating the offense?
It's a great question, and I think oftentimes we rely on scheme. We fall back and say, well, the scheme broke down rather than giving credit to the players making plays. But when the scheme does break down, you're looking at oftentimes just being overloaded. Too many guys coming from one side or one particular area, then you can actually block them. You know, if there's 2 guys there to block them, they'll bring 3, and that 3rd guy will get through. So when you want to max protect there, meaning getting everyone in, your whole offensive line, your tight end, and your running backs, trying to make sure that you're never outnumbered by the defensive guys coming in.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to loft one deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Roughing the passer defense.
And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Now Gold for the extra point. And it's 21-3. So the drive there, they went 80 yards in 3 plays. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Over first and 10 at their own 20.
Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1-minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here, 15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock, give yourself a chance for at least a field goal going into the half.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. They were looking Jennings' way again, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 4.
Operating from the gun, Walker. And Jennings has it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. Complete. Jefferson to target. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
Out of bounds just short of midfield.
Walker on 3rd and 2. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
1-yard line.
Now Walker, a final shot before break. He'll find Miller. That's complete. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in just a minute as we've started the countdown to opening night. 3 more weeks of preseason action follow this, and then we get it all started less than 1 month from tonight. In our game, most of the starters have made their cameo and departed, but plenty of youngsters out there with a lot to gain or lose as we get you right back out to Brandon God.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. Walker now On 1st and 10. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Davion Taylor in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Walker, nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Taylor Heineke sacked.
We talk a lot about setting the tone to start the game. Well, you want to start the tone right in the 3rd quarter as well, and nearly lost a football there in their first drive.
And sometimes we overdo it when we talk about halftime adjustments and what teams are going to do. Most of the time, it's just a matter of executing the game plan you brought in. But I'll guarantee you, they didn't draw that play up on the whiteboard at halftime. They're fortunate to retain possession.
And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Incomplete on the throwaway.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
And now we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about.
On the Seahawks 49-yard line.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll look to throw. He may try and run for this. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Here's Brett Kern now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
From the gun, Walker. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Operating from the gun, Walker. He completes this into the hands of Miller. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
2 yards on the
from the gun, Walker. And he finds Penny. Call it a 3-yard gain. And that'll bring up a 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
Operating from the gun. Walker. Completion left side to Miller. Walker, nothing doing on that one, and it'll be 4th down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
The Seahawks send out their punter as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And look at this. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Raider D, they get the football back.
4th and short in this part of the field. You just notice special teams coordinators rallying the team saying, watch the fake with Brandon. Don't they usually say that on every punting situation?
Oh, yeah, they can be up 4. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Give the sack to Barkevious Mingo, the former number 6 pick.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. And the pressure gets to him again.
He's sacked. A loss of 5 yards. And it's...
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. A throw caught by Kumaro. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. And let's see who's faster.
Here's Brett Kern now. On, we think, to punt, though he's faked it earlier, but he was unsuccessful. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
1st and 10.
A 1st down carry now for Miller. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Give all that credit defensively to Khalil Mack. A great stop in the backfield.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Walker setting up the screen for Miller. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Lamar Miller. A gain of 10 brings up 3rd and 4.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports.
I don't want to see
The Seahawks on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 4. And that's complete to Croft. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
To throw is Walker on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
The 35-yard line.
From the gun, Walker to the right side, complete to Miller. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
To Lamar Miller.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
2nd and 2. At the 27-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Walker. Short throw hauled in by Croft. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So and he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. Davion Taylor in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. On the right hash, officially, this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. And that'll get the deficit down to 15.
Makes the score Raiders 21, Seahawks 6.
Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Justin Jones there on the stop.
Brings up
2nd and 5.
At the 30-yard line.
Eluding the pressure right.
Heineke on the keeper.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 16 yards, a first down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That's complete to Moss out of the backfield. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. to throw now on first down. Fitzgerald's got it right side. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. First and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. They'll look to throw again. This is caught. And the Raiders are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A gain of 8 brings up second and goal.
They'll look to run with Ingram. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Mark Ingram taking it in. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
We got a little bit of everything on that run. Offensive line creating some space, but how about the guy running behind his pads into the end zone?
What does that mean when a guy says running behind his pad?
It means that he's going to be a physical runner. That way he's able to use his shoulder pads, his forearms, anything to ward off people to power his way forward.
Gold to add the extra point. He's got it, and the lead swells. It's 28-6. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it's Mark Ingram who caps it off with a touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
On the return, the Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 20.
Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And this showing really not a good one on either side of the ball, but still 3 more preseason games to follow and a lot to play for here for the guys on the field now as they're hoping to secure that roster spot. Here's Walker throwing on first down. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another first and 10. From the gun, Walker over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Walker's pass.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
To throw again, Walker. And the Raiders have got him. Adrian Claiborne able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you've got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They're hitting it just 30%, 3 for 10. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Walker throwing on 3rd and long. He's going to, and that's caught inside the 35. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
These preseason games are big in the development of rookie receivers, and now their teams want to see if they're going to be truly NFL caliber. So oftentimes, offensive coordinators will call certain plays to see how they react. Give him a big check mark for that one.
His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking to get it to his running back, Lamar Miller. But now it's 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
operating from the gun. Walker looking end zone, but it's incomplete. I think here the score dictates you pretty much got to go for it.
But when you look at the scoreboard and you realize that 3 doesn't do you a whole lot of good in this situation, you're exactly right. Dial up one of your better plays and get after it. Forget the field goal kicker. He doesn't matter.
He's fighting, but they're not going to let him in. Stopped at the 2-yard line. They stop him on 4th and goal at the 3. And the Raiders hang tough down near the goal line. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 7-yard line.
Ingram again, and he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. You know, some of those guys down there, if not all of them, are probably thinking it's preseason. Do we need overtime here?
Yeah, the people who need it and actually want it are guys on the fringe trying to make the team, want extra plays, get the attention of their coaches. But really, overall, no one involved in the NFL wants to play overtime in preseason.
But here we are, so seize the opportunity, I guess. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say good night from Seattle.